Table this budget item for this fiscal year, recommends a study including zero waste alignment, climate action plan, and community input, but we are not opposed to automated collection itself as a future goal.
Good.
It's basically the whole letter.
Right.
Just
Just be moving the verbs around.
Thank you for tolerating my comments.
You did very well. You know, you always clarify.
Oh, someone second that, we want.
I'll second that.
So is everyone in favor then?
Aye.
Anyone opposed or abstaining?
As is by council, this rush proposal does not support core sustainability principles, and neither is it resilient or equitable. Green Dubuque recommends tabling this FY21 phased implementation proposal and getting further input, review, and reconsideration through the FY22 City Council strategic planning process. Green Dubuque and the mayor are encouraging broad community discussion of residents bringing input to the City Council at the Public Works hearing on March 25th, 2020.
Recycling that we want to do, which is all based on base fees and all the other services that Anderson went through. Now there's small charges for all those other things, but basically they're subsidized by the base fee.
And I understand it, but I'm
So,
concerned about
you
everybody.
know, the fact that somebody was sharing cards and dividing up the base fee, that was never part of,
It was officially
It was
billed.
not
I
part
brought
of
this
the-
with
it
Mike
was
Van
not part of
Milligan
it.
constantly.
it was never in the ordinance.
Okay.
It may not have been in the ordinance, but you think I slipped this by Mike Van Milligan? No way.
That's okay.
I'm saying it was a misbilling on our part.
Can I just make one comment?
Yes.
Related to it, regardless, this is my strong behavior, regardless of, how much education is going out there, a lot of poor people, their focus on is making ends meet. And I hope you're not frustrated, 'cause I see like body language, I'm getting upset by that comment. But poor people have other priorities versus recycling. And even if automation doesn't move forward, guess what? These people are still focusing on what can I do to survive? And even from an education standpoint, you can, I'm assuming most people can relate to this, parents don't go and focus on education too much because again, they don't have time to read to Johnny or Michael because they're focusing on how do I make sure I survive? So you have a systemic issue where people are trying to figure out how do I make more than minimum wage and survive? And guess what? Recycling is not on the priority. So that is kind of a privilege that most of us have where we can focus on recycling, or it's been part of your tradition with your family where you always talk about recycling. But in some communities, that's not what their focus is. So I do want to make that point right there, and hopefully we understand that from a cultural standpoint.
I'll agree with you to a point, but that to my mind is laziness. No, let me explain why. Because when I grew up, it was give a loot, don't pollute. Our school took an emphasis on teaching all those kids to recycle and how to do things. And this is where I think a lot of education needs to go back to make a priority in the schools, what to actually teach students how to recycle if they haven't been taught that. Because I may have grew up poor, I never recycled. I helped my neighbors, I cut the grasses in the neighborhoods, help people out. I never left them all on the wayside, but I believed in recycling and how could I do it better.